Hey guys, what's up? Today I got an RU match that the Blue Daff and I had a little while back. Not too far back because obviously it's using the new tiers, but yeah, probably about maybe a little over a week ago. Anyways, that doesn't really matter. I'm gonna go ahead and lead with Crustle because the only thing on his team that is immune to spikes is like 4 times weak to stealth rocks. So I want to get up my hazards immediately, and there's really nothing. Maybe his like Sharpedo, but other than that, nothing really immediately threatens me. Um, so yeah, he's gonna lead with his Manectric, and I'm just gonna lead with my Crustle just so that I can get my hazards up as soon as possible. He's going to hit me with a Volt Switch. If he had gone for the Thunderbolt, it wouldn't have mattered because I do have Sturdy, so I can't die in one hit. But it would have worked out a little better for him because he's gonna Volt Switch just in case I want to switch to maybe my special wall, um, or perhaps Tangrowth to resist the electric attack. But yeah, he switches out, and I know that that's specs damage, which is great. I also know I can take a Adamant Life Orb Drain Punch because I have max HP, max defense, and it's neutral. And I do take it, and that's perfect because I get my spikes up as well. So that means I have really great hazards coverage. I mean, yes, 2 more layers would be great, but first layer spikes to 12.5%. The other 2 layers only add 6.25. So, 2 more layers would only double the damage. So it's best to get that first layer up, and then the other layers aren't as important. I'm gonna go into my Slowking just to paralyze him because I want to slow him down, make him a little easier to take out, especially with my physical wall, my Tangrowth, who I know he has a stab ice punch on. He's gonna hit me with a Thunder Punch, and that's going to do a lot. That was way more than I thought it would do, but that's fine. I have Regenerator, and I'm just gonna switch out and really not be too worried about his hits. So I'm going to go into a Tangrowth, which, as I said, is my physical wall. He's going to switch out to his Moltres. Pretty sure he predicted that switch. It was fairly obvious to take the Thunder Punch, and I don't think Ice Punch really would have done enough, especially now that he's paralyzed, to where he can do it KO me. Um, so I'm going to switch it to my Slowking, and he's going to hit with an Air Slash. I almost stayed in predicting him to Roost, and then I went for the Sleep Powder. But I'm glad I switched up because that would have done a lot and probably would have killed me. Maybe a Tangela could have lived that because of Violite, but I don't think a Tangrowth. Here I'm like, I can kind of barely live it, but no, he has HP Grass, which I should have figured he would. I mean, he could have had HP Rock for, other fire types. But anyways, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to switch to my Aerodactyl, who is faster than everything on his team. Um, Barring any Scarfer, but since his Manectric is not scarfed and his Hitmonchan's obviously not scarfed, and this isn't scarfed, there's really nothing on his team that's going to be scarfed. So, hit it with a Stone Edge. If I had missed that, that would have been embarrassing, but I don't think he would have been able to kill me because, well, maybe a Fire Blast. I don't know. Life Orb Power, but I do resist. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. But let's switch to my Tangrowth here. He is going to get the Will-O-Wisp off, which is fine. I don't really mind. If I had my Slowking, I would have used it there, but otherwise it's not useful because he does have, again, a Specs Manectric, and that stab super effective Thunderbolt's going to do a ton to me anyways. So, but, it's always nice to have something with a generator still alive. But, yeah, here I almost went for the Leech Seed because I'm like, I don't want to put Pythagoras to sleep. I want to put the Credilli to sleep. But then I'm thinking, wait, he's probably going to switch to Credilli because I won't Sleep Powder because, he's got a Hitmonchan, right? So I'll probably Leech Seed, but then he's going to switch that. But I missed the Sleep Powder anyways. In the end, I basically just said, Pythagoras is good enough to put to sleep, although I really want Credilli to sleep, and I could have put it to sleep, but he just, yeah. And then I just blindly clicked Sleep Powder again, which you almost always do when you miss a move. You're just like, fuck, I want to use it again. And it's super easy to predict. So he did predict that, and I was like, as soon as I clicked it, I'm like, fuck, he's going to go to Hitmonchan now. But whatever, doesn't really matter. I'm going to get a Leech Seed up, and he's going to hit me with an Ice Punch, and that's going to do quite a lot. But as I said, not enough to 2-hit KO me from full. But yeah, so I get my recovery back from my Leech Seed and my leftovers. Unfortunately, his health is not that high, so the Leech Seed recovery, is not that great. But it's okay. So I'm gonna go for the Giga Drain here because I'm faster and I know he can't take me out with a Mach Punch, obviously. So yeah, I'm just gonna go for the Giga Drain, and hopefully that would do either enough to kill him or enough with the recovery to where I would survive his Ice Punch and the burn. But looking at it now, I don't know if I would have, but I don't know. Maybe I just would have flat out killed him probably. So yeah, he's in here with Cordelia. I know him faster, so I'm gonna put him to sleep. If he does switch back up to Hitmonchan, just takes more hazards and I can kill him easily. So it's not a big deal. But I do successfully put him to sleep, which is great. I am going to now take this opportunity and switch into my Druddigon because, you know, he's incredibly powerful and the only thing that's faster than it, I resist its stab. So, and yeah, Druddigon's pretty freaking bulky. So, it's a nice Pokemon. I like it a lot. But this is actually a Life Orb Sheer Force set as opposed to my usual Choice Band Rough Skin set, and I have Rock Slide and Fire Fang on this as opposed to Earthquake and Rock Slide. But yeah, here is where it kind of sucks that I'm not Choice Banded because I'm gonna hit him with my Life Orb Outrage, and that is going to do not enough to kill him. And guess what he's going to do? He's gonna burn me, and that's just perfect. Another good thing about being Choice Banded would be that I wouldn't have taken any damage at all. So, yeah. But, I mean, yeah, he burned me. Yeah, I took a few Life Orb hits, but he still accomplished his goal, which is destroy anything that's not Steel type. And he killed 2 walls, although one of them was asleep, and pretty much anyone could have done that. But, yeah. So, I'm happy with Druddigon's performance. It's alright. He's going to send in his Hitmonchan. I'm not confident about taking a Mach Punch, so I am going to switch out. Although I was thinking, I don't know why he would go for Ice Punch and why I went to Magneton. I mean, the Mach Punch is fairly obvious. He is paralyzed, but I just wanted to switch out because I'm confused, and I'm like, I don't want to hit myself in confusion. But yeah, that Mach Punch is a ton, and I'm like, fuck, that was stupid. But, you know, I'm going to switch out because I know I can save it. He's going to predict that very nicely and go for the Ice Punch. Don't really care about it because I know I can take the hit, and Regenerator is going to heal up most of that anyways. I'm probably going to lose a little bit in the long run just because of the burn. But, yeah, it's okay. So I'm going to switch out here and go into my Druddigon. I really don't care if he Ice Punches again. I know my Magneton is going to be more important because it's faster than his 2 remaining Pokemon because it is Choice Scarfed. And yeah, so on this double down here, I'm going to go to it because, yeah, my Druddigon could be useful with Sucker Punch, but again, he's burned and, like, he can still hit me with a Specs Thunderbolt and I'd probably kill me, or just the HP Ice because, yeah, that would make me both weak. But anyways, I go to my Magneton. I'm going to go for the Hidden Power Ice myself. I'm pretty sure he's not going to just flat switch to a water type on an electric type, but I'm pretty sure he also has Lightning Rod, so I can't. He could have Static, but that would be a little weird. So yeah, he Volt switches out to his Sharpedo. I am going to go into my Tangrowth, and I calced it, and I know I can take an Ice Fang, not very well. Like, Ice Fang would bring me down to like 20. Or maybe it was a little more. I don't remember. Like I said, this battle was quite a while ago, and I did the calcs like during the battle, so it was pretty low. I know it would have been close, but I knew I could take it. He goes for Crunch anyway, slightly less powerful, 130 versus 120, and I'm not even gonna bother with Sleep Powder because there's no point. Just kill him with a Giga Drain. He's gonna send in his Manectric. Not worried about dying because I still have my Aerodactyl, who I know is faster and has that Earthquake, which is you know, obviously going to kill this thing. It'd kill pretty much anything at that low health unless it's quad resisted and max HP, max defense, and I'm burned or something, or it's flat out immune, of course. But yeah, so he's just going to kill me with the Overheat. Didn't really matter. I think a Thunderbolt probably still would have killed me. I mean, I know it's resisted, but it doesn't matter. He knows I'm faster, so it's really not a big deal. I'm just going to hit him with that Earthquake, as I've been talking about. And that's going to take out his Manectric, and that's a very good game. I wanted to use this Aerodactyl set a little more. It's actually a Hone Claw set with Roost, Earthquake, and Stone Edge, of course. So it's kind of like a little bit more of a defensive Archeops. But, yeah, anyways, like I said, that was a great battle. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was really fun to play. And, yeah, I'll see you all next time.